Okay, right guys, so today I'm off to Newcastle. I'm heading down to M&S Motorcycles to get some new tyres put on the Tiger. So for the last 3 to 4 years I've had the Mitas E07 Plus tyres on the Tiger and had several sets of those over the years. For the time being anyway, at least, our off-roading adventures have come to a halt, namely because Sean is getting rid of the Husqvarna 701, and he's heading for a road bike. So yeah, so it's pointless. There's no need to keep these chunky E07s on. So I was toying with the idea between the Michelin Road 6 and the Metzler, was it the Road Tech 01 SE? Now I've had Michelin in the past and been quite happy with them. Michelin 4s, Michelin 5s, the Road 4s, Road 5s. But in that time of having the Mitas on, the off-road tyres, Michelin's come up with this new Road 6. So I thought, well, I'll stay with that, and that's what I've ordered. Quite excited to get them back on, just to see what the road tyres feel like again, after being on these knobblies for some time and done quite a lot of miles on them. Yeah, I remember going the other way from the road tyres and first putting these on, and, and I remember coming out the garage out of M&S and thinking that the bike felt like a tractor on the road, especially at low speeds, because you could feel the tyres sort of shaking and bumping, and it took some time to find a bit of trust in them. After 3-4 years of riding the bike with the knobblies on, it just feels, that's how it is. You just get used to them tyres. We'll see what happens. And what a fab day to get your new tyres on. So there we go. That's the video today. Heading down to Newcastle to get some tyres put on the bike. So that's the E07s, Mitas E07 Plus. So we're going from that and chunky things to a Michelin Road 6 in about an hour's time.
Battery level is low.
Right guys, so literally, as you can see, I've just left M&S. So you have a perfect chance to get me reactions. And straight away, them cobbles there felt a lot smoother with these tyres than what they did with the Mitas. Oh, it's the fuzz. It's the law. That's what we don't want. -24 degrees. You know, we complain about the cold and the rain, but equally, the sun's just as bad, I think. Oh, what happened there? What was going on there? Mm. Braking feels a little bit stronger, I think. Not that I was going very fast, but it just felt like it was biting a little bit better. Yeah, definitely smoother. Just the ride itself. Yeah, definitely smoother. Less vibrations. But you did, once you got a bit of speed, I don't know, 10 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour, you got past that with the Mitas on. You didn't really feel it as much. But slow speeds, you definitely got a sort of like a pumping feel on the shocks. Plus as well, just thinking about it, the speed rating on these it'll be a Z rating, so it'll be 140 plus on these where the Mitas, I think they had a speed limit 105, I think. Now I know that these corners, these bends aren't extreme, but I do feel as if it's sort of tipping in a lot easier than the Mitas. But saying that, when the Mitas were brand new, I think when I first put the Mitas on the bike and got rid of the road tyres, the Mitas felt as if it was tipping easier than what the road tyres were. But this feels as if it's tipping easier than the Mitas. But saying that, certainly the front tyre on the Mitas that's just been taken off was reasonably worn, and it was wearing erratically as well. Sort of opposite treads, opposite blocks were wearing quicker than the larger ones. So you had two high spots and two low spots on the front. That was okay, but so yeah, I don't know whether it's just because the Mitas front tyre at least was worn, but this certainly feels as if it's tipping easier, certainly smoother. But as I said, when I first put the Mitas on, when they were new, it felt like that sort of rolled in nice. So whether or not it's just the profile, I mean, I don't have Michelin changed the profile of the Road 6 over the Road 5s? Don't know. Yeah, but I've got a bike back now, not a tractor. Oh no. Got the dreaded Linsford corners, the Linsford bends. horrible, horrible stretch of road. Nice in the respect that it's nice. It's got some, you know, just some nice flowing corners, but it's bad because it's got a tree canopy the whole way, and you get green slime on the road. It's awful. You can see it. I've got no, well, I had no trust on that section of the road with the Mitas on. I hated it. Very twitchy, very nervous, just waiting for the front to go. So we'll see with my new Michelin 6, Road 6. And it's dry. We've got 20 degrees. 20 degrees air temperature. 26 degrees track temperature. Is that how it works? Oh, and I tell you somewhere else that was awful with the Mitas tyres. I don't know whether it's just our council in our county, but they like to put like rumble strips across the road just before you get to a bend. How fab's that? You'll see them in a minute up the road here. So with the Mitas tyres on, the bike used to bounce. It used to shake across them. It used to bounce. So that wasn't very nice. I wonder if no, I can't remember it doing with it before I put them on. It was only when I put the Mitas tyres on that you felt these rumble strips. It was a lot vicious. And the bike just shook, and the traction light would come on. So this is that road I was telling you about. See, tree canopy either side, and you get a green slime. You can see it in the middle of the road. Look. Keep it out in the middle of the road then. It's simple. Yeah, so this part of the road here, I hate it coming along, especially in the wet. I used to hate it coming along here when I had the Mitas tyres on. Not my favourite stretch of the road at all. Oh. There's the bumps I was telling you about. But obviously we're not gonna feel it as much now because we're down to like 15 miles an hour. But you can see them up just there, rumble strips just before the bend, and it would throw you. Obviously, if you're doing a little bit of speed. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy. Obviously, the Mitas tyres were never ever going to compete with any sort of set of road tyres, I suppose. But for what they were a good tyre, I thought. You know, grip in the dry, grip in the wet to a certain degree. But for a 50, 50, 60, 40, whatever they might have been, they were an okay tyre. Like I say, I had several sets on over the 3 or 4 years. So obviously happy with them, I suppose. But this just feels so much better. Not that we've driven in anger, I suppose.